Stories this week, we got you covered. Rewind comes up every Saturday, 6:30 a.m. And here you get your total rundown of all the big stories and trends for the week in River State. And this is brought to you by your premium talk radio, Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Rewind, 6:30 a.m. every Saturday. Don't miss it. All right, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Saturday Express Show on Today 95.1 FM, Saturday, 18th day in the month of October 2025. My name is Lucky Maxwell. We'll kick out with Rewind. After that, the news comes up, Kiddies Playground, 8 a.m. Insight, and you'll have Akbo Habit by 9, 10, The Law, Family Circle. Yeah. Great content just for you. All right. A whole lot has happened in River State. A whole lot. You're aware of the new development after the Federal Executive Council meeting where the governor set up a six-man committee, because there's a woman there. It's headed by a woman. 6-member committee to do fact-finding and recommend to install CBT centers across the state for external examination. You are aware that WAEC is insisting that they will conduct what you call CBT exams. So does that look like our state is ready, River State, with the committee that has been set up? You know, I talked about it yesterday. Well, when and how will they, teach the children within the time frame? WAEC is May, June, and co. And do we have time? Well, the truth of the matter is that the governor said, you guys go to work, right? Having said that, there's another story here. You'll love this one. Emoha, council workers. There was a time they staged a peaceful protest. They went to the Local Government Service Commission and is it Ahmadi Israel? Yeah. The chairman came out and said, you guys don't worry. We have taken care of this matter. We will do what it takes to ensure that you get your salaries. And of course, the governor had a meeting with the council chairman and some other officials. But this guy said, 2 months now, they've not received their salary. What's going on? You guys said you've settled this matter. Ngwanuna, if you've settled this matter, we're supposed to receive our money. They staged a protest. And that's it for that one. When will this matter end? What is the problem between these aggrieved workers from MOA and the local government chairman, Chidi Lloyd? What's the problem? I mean, why do we like creating issues where there are no issues? It's like we're a country where we just like creating issues where there are no issues. One of them confessed that he has been working for the past 10 years. He has put in 10 years. So if he's a ghost worker, how come they did not dictate this all these years? That's evil. That's it for that story. You can start calling in, looking at the stories I've shared with you. We'll take this short break. We'll be right back.
You may not realize it. Potential. Everyone has potential. So, rather than put them down, help them realize it. Choose to love. If you're given an option between giving love and receiving love, choose giving because that is a more practical choice. Treat everyone as equals. This means letting go of all the prejudice and partiality. See people for who they really are, not their jobs, not their apparels or bank accounts. If everyone does this, then the world would be a better place. Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
All right, welcome back. So, the council workers who protested, let me just play one or two voice notes so you can take a listen.
Local Government Service Commission is our employer. So we have come here to ask the commission, to tell the commission, to tell us our position. If we were not duly employed by them, they should tell us, let us know. We can't be victimized unjustly. For a man that just came, not up to 1 month, withholding salaries of workers in Emoha local government, over 400 and something workers, he has withheld our salary for nothing. So we are perplexed. We don't know where to go from here. Our families are suffering for nothing. Personally, I have put in 10 years in service. So I don't know how the issue of ghost work and all that came in. My own is that he said because I took him to court, a matter that has been resolved by the governor. He said he was not going to pay me and the 18 others.
There you go. There you go. That's Solomon Irim, one of the protest leaders. All right, hear this one also.
A few weeks ago, we were here on same issue concerning unpaid salaries, and commission talked to us, closed door, and came out to address us that this matter will be handled. Not too long, the governor called them and gave them an express order, pay salaries and go to verification. But Chidi Lloyd and the commission has decided to do what they like.
Are taking the governor's directives for a ride. If the governor gave a directive, why didn't the commission with our employees to direct the chairman said no, you have to clear the
point of contact now, leave other persons. I went for his verification and I was verified. No problem, I have his ID card. Now, after 1 year, Chidi Lloyd miraculously stopped paying me salary. I don't know why.
There you go again. Now, even though some commissioners from the Service Commission addressed the protesters, the workers said, it's not enough. We have to take it to Daddy Sim, that they protest the government house directly and tell the governor this is what's happening. We pray that issue is resolved ASAP, as soon as possible. All right. Now, we have another one. Governor Fura is praising church leaders, for their role in the reconciliation bid, during the emergency. But let's take this. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Maxwell.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
On the issue of Chidi Lloyd, I'm one local government. I am thinking that Chidi Lloyd is riding on the shoulder of his boss, the FCT minister. They feel that public funds or government money, they are allocated the way they like. How do I mean? The former governor returned our daughters, our sons who were sent abroad by River State government. Not his personal money, return them back here. Ask Team Arif officers to go home and die. Even if he admitted on a live radio program he was going to pay this 7 months or something at the time, he was going to reorganize. Ask them to go home and die. The matter is still in court. Ken Police, the lecturers, about 200 and something of them, he sacked them, they got judgment, they refused to pay. Demonstration school teachers, they got judgment, they refused to pay. River State, they are employed by River State. Team Arif was the creation of law, number 6 of 2009. The law has not been amended. He asked them to go home and die, and people are dying in droves, and nobody in River State, all the elders, the clergies, the traditional rulers, they are all keeping quiet. See, the Lord has started. 23 local governments, it's only him that's on news every day. It's only him that has ghost workers. Not his money. Even when the governor has directed, I think the people of River State should rise. When one person is crying, is dying, is crying, people should speak out. That is only a way society can grow. Let me leave that and let others contribute. Good morning.
Thank you. Well, keep your calls coming in. Yes, while the conversation is ongoing, you can call in. All right. So, similarly, Fubara, who is the governor of River State, he says the state will regain its lost ground during the period of emergency. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I've said it, that governance must be what? With the speed of light. 3 times 10 raised to power 8 meters per second. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, my bro.
Go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me take the last one, the first, because I know you see have some more coming from your sleeve, right? It will do it through what it's been doing. Retrieve all the lost ground and all those. Because if you, like you rightly said in that same meeting, that all the contractors that left site in the dark days are now back to site, and we begin to push things. All the projects, the Trans-Calabari Road, the Ring Road, the Omokuelele, and so many other projects that are ongoing that stopped as a result of, I don't know, the same person who paid 20 billion for the Secretariat renovation and call it mobilization at the end of the day. Nobody we saw with anything, not even wheelbarrow. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that's the way we recapture the grounds and do what he knows how to do best. But in those days when we were small or young, when they tell us about stories, all those tales by moonlight and all those, the tortoise always appear in all stories. I don't know if you have noticed it. And I think that's the same thing that is happening in MWA local government. This was the same thing that happened in the twilight of the ending of administration, where they said Kana had almost the same issue. Oda West and some other persons, they all agreed to obey the governor's order. So I don't know why the Lloyd one is different. I don't know. They have said, okay, go back, pay these people, let's do fresh verification. I don't know what it's up to. But only time will tell. Thank you.
Okay. 0810-9510-951. That's the number to call to be a part of the conversation. All right, so the governor said we're going to regain lost ground. But like I've said, that can only happen if governance is sped up with the speed of light. 3 times 10 power 8 raised to power 8 meters per second. And it's possible. But is the governor willing to work with the speed of light? He said this in a church service marking the new legal year of River State Judiciary, where he expressed gratitude to church leaders for their prayers and support. But beyond this, the governor should know that people are suffering. Bad roads everywhere. Unemployment is so high in this state. So high. Extremely high. So the governor should move with the speed of light. Here's what the governor said.
To live up to your responsibility so that innocent people will not suffer unjustly. We're marking a new beginning after the reconciliation and peace in our state, and I strongly believe that whatever we have lost, now that we're together, we will regain those grounds. The progress and development that we have all yearned for, I strongly believe that we will not deviate from it. We will work as a team, the executive, legislature, and also the judiciary, and every stakeholder to make sure that the dream, that River State that we all dream of, we will attend it by the grace of God. I will continue to appreciate the church because the church have always played a very important role. Their prayers cannot be removed from this peace that we're enjoying in states today.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
This is Baba for the masses. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Yes, please.
Yes, I believe the governor. I no longer peace has returned to the state. Nothing else will stop the governor from moving the state forward. I also want to plead with the media, especially to support the governor the way they will.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, they support the governor. Have they been chiding the governor or giving him trouble? Has the media been giving the governor trouble? Hey, good morning.
Lucky Maxwell.
Yes, sir.
On the speech made by the governor, that is his view. For me, I do not agree that the church played any prominent role in resolving, if at all it has been resolved, the matter that happened. But however, that is his own way of diplomacy. But I'm saying my view. Because if the clergy in River State are living up to their billing as they are called by the Supreme Celestial Being, River State will not be where we are. After all, the former governor told us that River State is 100% Christian state, though I disagree with him. So the governor saying everything that he will make sure that nobody suffers injustice. I want to remind him that River State, as we speak, our children in primary and secondary school are suffering injustice. There are no chairs for them to sit down. Our schools are bad. They don't have teachers. I want to remind the governors that all the matters that are in court, Team Arif, you should withdraw those matters and pay those people their money. The teachers of Ken Poly that were sacked, that they got judgment, the other one, Nipot, the musician teacher, their injustice is going on. So you can't be telling me peace, peace. I keep telling you, you can't talk about peace without justice. Justice is still absent. Let him ensure that these things are sorted out. These are all River State sons and daughters. Good morning and God bless Today FM. I remain Robin Mata, the farmer, and oppressed Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please keep the calls coming in. Let's see if we have messages. Okay. All right. Let's take this. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Imama, calling from Bayche, River
Go
State.
ahead.
So, in line with the statement of the River State Governor, saying that we will regain all our losses, although I believe him, but you should try to be active in terms of starting his duties. You should create employment for the youth. You know, we have lost many things 6 months ago. We have lost them, and the elections at the hand. You should be active in terms of starting his duties. Away from that, and change the law. Change the law will always be in use. So change the law should be called for personally. That money is not his money. He's paying his council workers. I don't know what he's doing. Every time those workers is he the only someone in River State? I don't understand. He should be called for personally. He's due for him. I don't understand for change the law. He should be sacked as a chairman. What is he doing? I see the many amounts from my chair. The governor should be proactive. We need employment. So many schools have totally dilapidated. So we need employment for the youth. Empower the youth. We are waiting for him. I remain in my man from Mumbai chair in River State.
Thank you very much. Yes, the governor should be proactive. That's the area, I'm concerned about. It's not enough to give speeches, and of course politicians are good in giving speeches. The governor can only be different. Simala Ifura can only be different when I am seeing all these potholes patched across. At least those ones are the most simplest ones to do. In less than a month, they should patch all those roads first. Then I will now know that government is serious. Government have started. Good morning.
Hello, Francois.
Go ahead,
Good
sir.
morning. How can one talk of peace when his house is not yet settled? I am Simeon, I'm calling from Delhi. How do you talk of peace when your house is in disarray? When people are suffering and gnashing their teeth? Look, I happen to be a teacher for 35 years. Never have I seen what I'm seeing today. Schools don't have teachers. Children are suffering. Parents are paying school fees for just nothing. Hey, and you talk about peace. What kind of peace? When our children are not settled with their right mind, receiving the lesson that they need, which will make them great, in future. We are not building for the future, and we talk about peace. Peace can only come when our homes are settled. Parents can wake up in the morning and their children will come and greet them. Good morning, Daddy. Good morning, Mommy. I say, my children, how are you? It is well with you. Is it well with our graduates here in River State? People that graduated for the past 12 years are jobless. Teachers, teachers. Those that went to Adu to read for. Oh my God, they are jobless, and they are putting their hands in Yahoo. And we talk about peace. What about peace? Do employment first, massive employment, and settle those who are supposed to be settled. Then there be peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time. Justice, there can only be peace when, Ramaja raised the issue of the demonstration workers. He also raised the issue of Kempole. I've been shouting on those matters. I don't think it should take us forever to settle those matters. When people are unjustly, treated the way those guys were treated, government should be proactive. Government should be an avenue for how do I put it now? For people to get succor. And not an avenue where they create pains for people. Government shouldn't be an instrument of pain, sorrow for people. When government becomes an instrument of pain and sorrow for people, there is no more government. So please, those in government should know that they are there for a reason. The reason why they are there is to ensure that people live a comfortable life. If people are languishing in pain, agony, poverty, lack of food, injustice, then all these things is grammar as far as I'm concerned. So the governor have to do the needful. There are people who have died. Compensate those who were sacked unjustly and they have now died. The next of kins should, and such this thing shouldn't repeat itself. We can't have a government. What kind of democracy is that one? Can't have a government that will be causing people pains now. That's not governance. Government should lift people out of poverty, give people hope, give people a sense of belonging, give people, an avenue to express themselves, for people to express their talent. That's governance. That is governance. Governance is not to cause pain. You say you are doing verification, you are doing this one. Why are they not verifying politicians who are collecting huge amount of money? Build houses for judges, you don't build houses for teachers. That's injustice. And that's why we're here, to hold government accountable. Have they built house for me? Build house for judges, no problem. Also build for a teacher. You might not use the same amount of money, but let the teacher have his or her own house. Let the doctors have their houses. Nurses, let them have their houses. Pharmacists, let them have their houses. Am I correct? Civil servants, build houses for them. This democracy is not meant for only the political class, living in big houses, enjoying life. And then the people who own the money will now be living in abject poverty. And then what the people will be eating is speech. Please give us action. 0810 9510 951 and 0817 000951. Feel free to. Then I think in Ikore local government, the staff they went to see the council chairman, Charles Wobodu, pleading that he should pay them their promotional arrears and other outstanding benefits. You see the problem we're saying? Look, that's part of the problem. People will get into office, small money. They are eating big ones, so the politicians are eating big money. They will eat the big one. You eat big bone, you eat small bone. And small bone in the hang throat. Promotional arrears. Some of these arrears monthly might be 7,000, 10,000, 12,000. When they promote people, they promoted somebody, a few people I know. When we check the amount, 7,000. I said, wow, this civil service, no, 7,000, that's what they added. And it's like that for some people, when they promote, they will add 7,000. Smith Mecha says the abandoned Ring Road project is one major project that should be reevaluated following its bad state with the vacuum from the state of emergency. Thank you, sir. Now, the 7,000 that you are adding, pay now. Like I've said, any government that causes people pain is no more government. I don't know what to call that kind of government. And anybody should come and fault me and tell me if the essence of government is to cause people pain. When you seize people's salary, you refuse to pay them their gratuity, you refuse to pay them their pension. What do you want? What are you looking for? It's to cause people pain now. You're supposed to relieve pain. Now you are the one causing the pain. What kind of government is that one? Please. Politicians should live above board and know that this life, nothing there inside. Last, you live rich 80, 90. You die and leave all the billions you've accumulated. Vanity upon vanity, according to Robin Maja. I watched his video and that song really blessed me. So all of us will enjoy this thing here, right? We might not enjoy it in the same measure. I will always give an illustration. You drive your limousine and allow the next man to drive his Toyota Camry, for instance, right? But you're driving limousine and the small keke the man has, you take it from him. Why? You're a wicked human being. You're very wicked. That's not how life is supposed to be. So, justice. The governor should move with the speed of life, relieve people of their pains, compensate people that need compensation, and then touch every area. Create jobs. People need to get jobs. Government should employ. Private sector should come in. The government needs to go on a massive campaign to both foreign and local investors, and we'll look for a way to cleanse that bad image of emergency. And the D-Day will come when those who brought the emergency, even if they are still on earth, they will answer. If they are not on earth again, maybe their children will answer for it. Good morning. We'll take a short break and bring you the news.
Unleash the power of the airways with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. This is the World News on your Premium Talk Radio today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. And the headlines: Federal government, states, local government share over 2 trillion naira as September revenue. Federal government to launch national campaign to promote made in Nigeria goods. Rivers State Governor Malai Fubara reassures support for judiciary and development in Rivers State. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump renews legal battle with New York Times over alleged defamation. I am Lucky Maxwell. The federal government, state and local government councils have shared a total of 2.103 trillion naira as Federation account revenue for September 2025. This was contained in a communique signed by Bawa Mokwa, spokesperson of the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, after the Federation account allocation FAC meeting held in Abuja. The amount represents a slight drop from 2.2 trillion naira shared in August. According to the communique, the 2.103 trillion naira distributable revenue comprised 1.239 trillion naira from statutory revenue, 812.59 billion naira from value-added tax, and 51.68 billion naira from the electronic money transfer levy. From the total, the federal government received 711.31 billion naira. State government got 727.17 billion naira, while local government received 529.95 billion naira. A further 134.96 billion naira was shared as 13% derivation revenue to all producing states. The communique also revealed that import duty, VAT, and the electronic money transfer levy recorded significant increases, while companies' income tax, excise duty, and oil and gas royalties declined slightly. The federal government has announced plans to launch a national campaign to promote Made in Nigeria goods and services under the Nigeria First policy as part of efforts to revitalize the manufacturing sector. President Bola Tinubu made this known in Lagos at the 5th Adeola Odutola lecture by the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN. He was represented at the event by the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, John Eno. According to him, the campaign aims to shift national demand towards Nigerian products that meet global quality standards, while also addressing the country's import dependency. Tinubu noted that preliminary studies showed that such a campaign could boost the manufacturing sector by up to 6% and create over 500,000 jobs within the next 3 years. He said his administration would continue to prioritize the growth of Nigeria's manufacturing sector through policies promoting production, consumption, and export of made in Nigeria goods. He urged MAN members to uphold quality and transparency in production, while collaborating with government agencies to share accurate data on capacity and pricing for effective policy planning. The National Orientation Agency, NOA, has issued a public notice on the proper rendition and recitation of the national anthem and pledged at official and public events across the country. In a notice posted on its official X handle, the agency urged Nigerians to kindly take note of the correct protocol for the rendition and recitation of the national anthem and pledge. According to the agency, only the first stanza of the anthem should be sung or recited at all official events, while the third stanza is to be rendered as the national prayer at the beginning of such occasions. The statement further explained that all three stanzas are to be sung or recited only on special national occasions such as Independence Day, Presidential Inauguration, Armed Forces Remembrance Day, Democracy Day June 12, and the inauguration of the National Assembly. The NOA also directed that the national pledge should be recited at the end of every event. Reiterating the importance of respect for national symbols, the agency stressed the need to uphold the dignity and sanctity of the national symbols. The clarification comes after President Bola Tinubu signed the National Anthem Bill 2024 into law, restoring Nigeria, We Hail Thee as the country's anthem in place of Arise, O Compatriots. The Nigerian Bar Association has pledged to collaborate with the Nigerian Correctional Service to identify and provide legal representation to inmates without access to counsel. The NBA president, Afam Osigwe, made this known after visiting the Medium Security Custodial Center in Kuje, Abuja. He also stated that the NBA would make grants available to persons freed from correction centers to encourage social integration and self-empowerment. Osigwe also added that the association would also make a direct donation to the Nigerian Correctional Service to support the skill acquisition and educational programs ongoing in correctional centers. He explained that the humanitarian initiative was born out of the need to ensure that ex-convicts live reformed lives, knowing that society cares about their reintegration. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has denied reports claiming that a faction of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, is pushing him to contest the presidency in 2027. In a statement by his spokesperson, Lere Olayinka, Wike dismissed the report as another lie from the idle minds who have nothing to contribute to the development of the country. According to the statement, Wike remains fully committed to the administration of President Bola Tinubu, declaring that as far as Wike is concerned, it is President Tinubu till 2031. The statement clarified that the only meeting held by PDP stakeholders on August 20, 2025 was a gathering of Southern Party leaders to discuss zoning arrangements within the party, not a plot to push Wike for president. Olayinka described those spreading the story as pull Wike down elements, insisting that the minister has been open and consistent about his political stance. He added that Wike will continue to focus on implementing the Renewed Hope agenda in the FCT and delivering President Tinubu's vision for a world-class capital city. The Senate has disclosed its resolve to intervene in the industrial dispute between the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, and the federal government. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund, Senator Aliyu Dandutse, who made this disclosure after a closed-door session with the leadership of ASU, expressed concern over the government's inability to meet the union's demands, describing the situation as unacceptable. He further noted that the Senate would immediately initiate a negotiation process involving key stakeholders, including ASU, the Ministry of Education, and the National Universities Commission, NUC, to chart a path toward a permanent resolution of the crisis. The committee further urged ASU to formally submit a comprehensive list of their demands in writing to allow the Senate to assess both immediate and long-term legislative and policy measures needed to address the challenges plaguing the sector. ASU President Crispin Wuna, who spoke on behalf of the union, stated that the ongoing two-week warning strike resulted from long-standing issues that dated as far back as 2011. The union also challenged the Senate committee to push the government to increase funding. He also raised alarm over attempts by the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike to allegedly tamper with a portion of the 10,000 hectares of land belonging to the University of Abuja. You're listening to the World News on Today95.1fm Port Harcourt. We'll be right back after this short break. Please do stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Thanks for staying with us. Now the rest of the news. Rivers State Governor Simala Efubara has reaffirmed his commitment to support the state judiciary and correct any afflictions suffered by individuals who stood for justice and truth during the period of emergency rule in the state. Governor Efubara gave the assurance during a special court session marking the opening of the 2025-2026 legal year of the Rivers State Judiciary in Port Harcourt. The governor promised to reimburse expenses incurred by the Nigerian Bar Association, Rivers State Branch, during its last conference in Enugu and pledged continued support for the digitalization of the state judicial system. He also announced plans to employ additional judicial staff, assuring that the remaining 3 months of 2025 will be packed with developmental projects and reforms.
I know what I mean when I say exceptional courage. To seek the aid
of the courts in Rivers State. I also want to commend the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association, both national and state. Please, anyone who has suffered any pain, any form of oppression because of standing for justice, because of our sake, we will do or we will look for a way to correct it. I know that it was part of the things you did mention, but we'll address it in a way and manner that it does not bring any kind of friction. I assure you that. As a state government, we will continue to provide a stable and predictable legal environment for good governance.
Earlier, the Chief Judge of River State, Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi, highlighted key achievements of the judiciary, including staff recruitment, training, and capacity building. Justice Chibuzo Amadi, however, appealed to relevant authorities to allow Chief Magistrate retire at grade level 17, while lamenting shortage of personnel, noting that the current workforce of 1,643 is inadequate to serve all judicial divisions.
We most humbly plead to His Excellency to break these chains for the Commission to have a befitting office complex of its own, as we cannot continue to be a tenant of the High Court. We therefore appeal to His Excellency to kindly address this long-standing need. New judicial divisions and magistrate districts. In my address at the opening of 2024-2025 legal year, I announced our intention to recommend to His Excellency the Governor the creation of two new judicial divisions, namely Abuja and Bonny Judicial Division, pursuant to Section 39, Sub 2 of the High Court Law Cap 62, Laws of River State of Nigeria, 2001.
He disclosed that the state judiciary currently has 14 High Court divisions and 40 magistrate courts, but faces challenges of poor infrastructure and inadequate funding despite recording the highest number of litigations in the country.
This is grossly inadequate to serve the 40 magisterial districts with 44 magistrate courts, customary courts of appeal, 48 high courts of the 14th Judicial Division in Rivers State. It is noteworthy that 2 judicial divisions and 2 magisterial districts and 8 new customary courts were created, which require staff to operate. This is aside the special demands of specialized courts like the family court, the small claims court, and other related MDAs like the Administration of Criminal Justice Monitoring Council, ACMJs, and the River State Multi-Door Courthouse. The need for employment of more magistrates, dispute resolution officers, programmers, ICT personnel, and other general staff of not less than 1,000.
Today FM Switching the Joe reports that Justice Chibuzo Amadi also revealed that the High Court generated over 865 million naira during the 2024-2025 legal year, with more than 13,000 cases still pending before the courts. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has refiled a $15 billion defamation lawsuit against the New York Times weeks after it was thrown out by a federal judge. Trump has intensified his long-established hostility toward the media since his return to the White House, and the suit is one of the numerous attacks against news organizations he accuses of bias against him. The Times complaint was thrown out in September because District Judge Stephen Merriday took exception to its florid writing, repetitive and laudatory praise of Trump, and its excessive 85-page length. The suit filed in Florida takes aim at false, defamatory, and malicious publications, highlighting a book and 2 Times articles. The lawsuit named the newspaper, 3 Times reporters, and the publisher Penguin Random House as defendants. It accuses them of making defamatory statements against Trump with factual malice. The court was asked to grant compensatory damages of not less than $15 billion and additional punitive damages in an amount to be determined upon trial. Elsewhere, China has expelled 2 top generals from the military and ruling Communist Party as part of corruption investigations into 9 high-ranking army officials. The announcement marks the latest push in a sweeping drive to root out graft at all levels of the party and state since President Xi Jinping came to power over a decade ago. It also comes just days before a closely watched 4-day gathering of top officials in Beijing for deliberations on long-standing economic planning. The Central Military Commission, CMC, Vice Chairman He Wei-dong was among 9 individuals to be expelled from the army for having seriously violated discipline. Also expelled was Miao Hua, the former head of the military's political work department, who was formally removed from his post. 8 of the individuals were also stripped of Communist Party membership after previously serving on its elite central committee. Xi has called graft the biggest threat to the Communist Party and said the fight against corruption remains grave and complex. To end the news, as a summary of the major stories. We told you that the federal government, states and LGAs have shared over 2 trillion naira as September revenue. The federal government has disclosed plans to launch a national campaign to promote Made in Nigeria goods. We also told you that Rivers State Governor Malai Fubara has reassured support for judiciary and development in Rivers State. On the foreign scene, you heard that the U.S. President Donald Trump has renewed his legal battle with the New York Times over alleged defamation. Stella Sasongu Okori edited the news. For comment and inquiries, please call 0818 389 2850. Send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on todayfmlive.com. Good morning. I am Lucky Maxwell.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Sports, today's issues. Today on Today.
See packaging now, eh? This now wetin I call full house.
Na me na, I full yakata, I full.
Who they talk about this one? And they talk about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House Pack. Where they your hand?
The Peak Yogurt Drink, where they for 1 liter Full House Pack with plenty refreshment. Get fresh cow milk. Enjoy the Full House mede, where carry plenty obonge vitamin and minerals.
Oh yeah, I beg. Give me my Peak Yogurt Drink Full House Pack. She know your own again.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Tune in for a journey beyond the ordinary.
Fasten your seatbelts.
We are not just a station, we are the station. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
More music on trendybeats.com.
I'ma get no be so. Can you won't capture my soul? I'ma get no be so. Make you one better bye.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
Children are a beam of sunlight. On Kiddies Playground, smart is the new cool. We have interesting activities lined up for everyone, from storytelling to games to quizzes, where you get to win loads and loads of gifts. Do you have what it takes to compete and win exciting prizes? Then don't miss any episode of Kiddies Playground every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. only on Today 95.1 FM, where playtime comes to life.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to Kiddies Playground. Yes, welcome to Kiddies Playground, my darlings. How are we all doing this morning? A beautiful Saturday morning it is. Don't you agree with me? It is a beautiful Saturday morning, no? Today is the 18th, right? I'm correct. Today is the 18th day in the month of October 2025. And before you know, the month will be over and we get into another new month. Just yesterday, we had October 1st, celebrating the first, independence and a new month. And here we are, 18th day. Well, all glory be to God. How are you doing this morning, my darlings? How was your night? Did you sleep well? Did you have a good night's sleep? I'm sure you did, and that's why you were tuned in already to Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People on Kiddies Playground, because you know that on this show we always have a good time, and of course we learn as well. Yes, my name is Bruna Bay, your host for Kiddies Playground as always. Some Saturday ago, I think 2 Saturdays ago, I gave the homework of an assignment rather, that you all should write a composition or something like an essay describing how you spent your holiday. And that was for the Independence holiday, right? I gave that assignment 2 Saturdays ago. Did anybody do that assignment? Because, I deliberately did not talk about it last week because I want to see how much you remember the things that we do on Kiddies Playground. Yes. And also, I want to see who would be diligent enough to do it even when I don't ask. Just do it and keep it. Say, whenever Miss Renabe asks, I will have it to deliver. Anyway, this morning, during the quiz segment, I want to see who did the assignment that I gave. If you did the assignment, I'll give you a chance to read it out. Now, I told you not too long, not too short, just right. So I'll give you time to say 2 minutes to read out your composition for all of us to hear, because I know you're smart and intelligent children. Yes, to the delight of all of us, to our listening pleasure. And trust me, if you do that assignment, there will be something for you. You're not going to be home empty. There will be something for you, I promise you. Okay? Yes, let's get into the show properly. The quiz, the storytelling, the fun facts, and of course, beautiful, amazing, lovely songs from cartoons that we all know. Stay tuned and stay locked with me. All right, let's start with the story I have for you this morning. The title of my story this morning is a rather interesting one. The title is The Baker's Daughter. The baker's daughter. When you hear the baker, of course you know that, okay, someone who bakes cakes, pastries, bread, small chops, those things that you like to eat, cookies, sweet treats, all of those things that that has to do with flour, yeast, baking powder, sugar, milk, butter, and all those things. So the title of the story is The Baker's Daughter. What did the baker's daughter do? I wish I could show you a picture, because there is a picture on the book. Yes, a picture of a baker. Let me try to describe the picture for you. The picture of a baker. Okay, the picture of a cake shop or a bakery. Yes, this is a picture of a bakery. There is a girl holding a loaf of bread. I'm trying to describe what the picture on the book looks like. A bakery. There's a girl in the bakery holding a loaf of bread, wearing an apron. She's wearing an apron, of course, and she has this cap on to cover her hair. On one side. On the other side, there is a woman, an old woman. She's wearing a flowy dress. Yes, a flowing dress, and she has a hair tie on her head on the other side. So that's the picture in the book. Let's get into the story now. Once upon a time, there lived a greedy baker in a small English town. A greedy baker in a small English town, listen carefully, who has been deceiving customers for years with his dishonest ways of doing business. Now, he is a baker, not just any baker, he is a greedy baker in a small English town, deceiving customers for years with his dishonest ways of doing business. Now, this story, I'm going to ask questions. I have questions that I'll ask, so be sure that you pay attention, okay? Yes. So, he deceives his customers by giving them small amounts of bread or small loaves of bread for a very high amount, cost price. He would sell a small loaf of bread more than the amount it's supposed to be. And when they ask him, how did you bake this bread? Some of them will ask, how many kg of flour or wheat did you use to bake this bread? Why is it so small? He would lie to them and tell them, if he used 1 kg of flour and baking powder and yeast, he'll tell them he used 4 kg of flour and baking powder and yeast. That's why the bread is very rich, has all the ingredients, and that's why he's selling it that amount. But that was not the case. It was a lie. So he kept on doing that, adding too much price to the price of his cakes and his bread. He would make extra profit, more than the profit he was supposed to make, because he was a very greedy man. Yes. So his daughter works in the bakery with him. The baker's daughter, of course, works in the bakery with him. She started to learn the dishonest way the father does his business. Children learn by example. And we as adults, we're supposed to lead by example, right? Yes. She began to learn the dishonest ways the father does his business. She learned her father's devious methods. And she started trying to cheat people when they come to buy bread, cakes, or other pastries. She learned the bad thing. She would tell them, this is the amount for the bread. If a bread was to be sold for 2,000 naira, she would sell the bread for 5,000 naira. Way more than the price. She kept on doing that over and over again. So on this particular day, there came an old woman to buy a loaf of bread. The old woman very old woman came to buy a loaf of bread. She carried a basket. And the greedy baker was not in the bakery. The daughter was in the bakery. And the old woman says she wants to buy a loaf of bread. The daughter brought a very small loaf of bread. And the old woman says she wanted a bread that was of the, say, 4,000 naira amount price. The baker's daughter brought a bread of 1,000 naira and gave to the old woman and said, "This is the 4,000 naira bread that we have." The old woman was surprised and said, "No, this bread is too small for that amount. I cannot buy this little bread for 4,000 naira, this loaf of bread." The girl said, "This is the amount we sell the bread. This is the bread. This is worth that amount." And the old woman asked the girl, "How many kg did you use to how many kg of flour and yeast and baking powder did you use to bake this bread? Why is it so small?" And the girl lied and said they used 5,000 kg to bake the bread, 5,000 kg of flour and yeast and baking powder, and she lies to the old woman. Little did she know that the old woman was not just any old woman. She was a fairy. She lied, and the fairy told the girl, "You are lying." And the girl said, "No, I'm not lying. That is the amount. That is the number of kg we use. That is the price of the loaf of bread." And the old woman told the girl, "I'll give you a minute to tell me the truth. Tell me the truth now, or there will be consequences for lies." And the girl kept insisting that she was not being deceitful. She said that was the amount and that was the number of kg they used. And the old woman, who was a fairy, says, "If you keep on lying, you'll be justly punished." The girl kept saying that was it. And the old woman did a wand, and she did her wand. When she did the wand, everything in the bakery disappeared. And before you know it, the roof of the bakery began to collapse. They had to run out. And the girl ran out of the bakery, the old one disappeared. That was how the greedy baker lost his bakery, lost everything that he dishonestly gained or gathered. That is the end of the story of the greedy baker. Now, I'm going to ask questions on this story to be sure that you listened and you listened attentively, all right? First off, if you're calling me, I'm not going to ask, okay, I can ask for moral lessons, yes, but then again, the moral lessons, first off, we know that it's not good to be dishonest, and it's not good to be deceitful, and it's not good to try to play smart with people. Do not try to deceive people. It's not good to lie. Also, it's not good to be greedy. If you're a greedy person, you want to gain what is yours and what's not yours. You want to gain everything from everybody. You want to be the one with the biggest share. That's greed. And it's not good. And there are consequences for actions, whether good, be it good or bad. Now, if you're calling me right now, it means that you're ready to answer the questions that I have for you this morning. Let me call out the numbers for you to call. 0810 951 0951. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, my darling. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. Did you do the assignment that I asked for celebrating your holiday?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, are you ready to answer questions on the story?
Yes.
What is the title of the story?
The Greedy Baker's Daughter.
No. The title of the story, not the story itself. I called it the what?
The Greedy Baker.
No, it is The Baker's Daughter. That is the title of the story. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, the second question. The baker lived in a dash town.
Small English town.
Very correct. Small English town. Okay. Now, the third question, which is the final one for you. What kind of baker was he?
A greedy baker.
A greedy baker. Thank you so much. A round of applause for you. Okay, you did not tell me your name. You didn't tell me your name. Okay. Anyway, all right. He got the other two questions correctly. The Greedy Baker and a Small English Town. The title of the book is The Baker's Daughter. All right. So when you call me, tell me your name first before we get into the question. Hello, darling.
Hello, Ma.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Tell me your name, please.
My name is Funfu Temple.
Your name is Funfu Temple?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
beautiful name. All right. Ready to answer the question on the story?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the greedy baker was deceiving customers for years, right?
Yes, please.
How was he deceiving them?
By saying the amount that was not the bread price.
Okay, beautiful. A round of applause for you. Okay, there came an old woman to the bakery. What kind of woman was she?
She was not an old woman, but a fairy.
A fairy. A round of applause for you. All right, thank you, my darling. Bye-bye. Let me take more calls. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, what is your name?
My name is Daniel Abigail.
Daniel Abigail. Ready to answer the questions?
Yes.
You listened to the story, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the little girl, the baker's daughter, learned. What did she learn from her father?
She learned that let her not be greedy.
Okay, now you're telling me the moral lessons, my darling. Now, you know the father was a greedy baker, right? The father, the baker, was a greedy baker, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the child, the daughter, was learning those things from the father. So tell me, what were the things the daughter was learning from the father doing the business?
To be greedy.
Exactly. She was greedy. She was learning those dishonest ways of doing the business, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Now, when the old woman came, what did the old woman say to the girl, the baker's daughter?
All your businesses will be scattered.
Oh, my goodness. All right, my darling. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, a round of applause for you. It's how she said, all your businesses will be scattered. That part got me. That part was very hilarious. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
Precious.
Precious, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, tell me now. The greedy baker lived in a dash town.
In a small English town.
In a small English town. A round of applause for you.
Thank you.
Okay, finally now. You need to move away from your listening device because it's affecting the call. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, when the old woman said to the girl, and the girl lied, what did the old woman say to the girl again? She said, I give you 1 minute to do what?
To tell the truth.
1 minute to tell me the truth. And did the girl say the truth?
No.
She kept lying, right?
Yes.
So after she lied, what did the old fairy woman do?
She made everything in the bakery to disappear.
Yes, and the bakery collapsed, right?
Yes.
Okay. And at the end of the story, the baker's daughter and the baker lost what?
Their bakery and everything they earn.
Beautiful. A round of applause for you. All right. Thank you, Precious.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. All right, one more call on the story, and then we get into the quiz segment. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
It's me.
It's you. Yes, you. Oh, Fufu, you called again.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to ask you one final question, and then we get into the next segment, all right?
Yes, please.
When I was describing the picture on the book, what was the baker's daughter wearing?
a gown, and a cap.
And a cap. And what? She was wearing an apron, a cap on her head, and she was carrying what? She was holding something. Okay, my darling. She was holding a loaf.
Bakery too.
She was holding a loaf of bread. Yes, she was holding a loaf of bread. Thank you, Fufu. All right. Okay. Let's get into the next segment of the show now. All right. We have to get into the quiz segment of the show. Stay with me. I'm still here for you. All right, for the quiz segment this morning, we're doing some spelling bees here and there. So if you're calling me right now, it means you're ready to spell for me and for every one of us that are listening to you. 0810-951-0951. Who is going to be my first caller for the spelling bee? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Okay, your mommy had to call and give you the phone. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing good. Thank you, my darling. All right, are you ready to spell for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now spell the word. I'm going to give you easy words. Okay, I don't want to do so much. Spell the word sugar.
SUGAR.
Beautiful.
Sugar.
A round of applause. Spell the word might. Might. When you say I might come later, might.
MITGH.
Spell that again.
MIGHT.
Beautiful. Spell the word cough.
CAUGH.
Spell that again. Cough.
CAUGH.
Okay. Anyway, you did so well, my darling. So I'm going to give you a round of applause again. But I think you missed the letter for the word cough. It's C-O, not C-A, okay? It's C-O-U-G-H, cough. All right? Thank you so much, my darling. Let me take more calls.
Bye.
He did so well. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Tell me your name.
My name is Precious.
All right, Precious. Ready to spell?
Yes.
Spell the word sign.
SIGN.
Beautiful. Spell the word listen.
LISCEN.
Beautiful. Spell the word enough. I hope someone is not telling you the answer. I do not want someone telling you how to spell the word because I could hear E in the background. So spell the word enough.
ENOUGH.
Beautiful. Spell the word. Let me see. Spell the word debt.
DEBT.
Beautiful. All right, thank you so much, Precious. Let me take more calls. Bye-bye. All right, beautiful, smart, amazing children doing good. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name, darling?
My name is Oma Sirichuku.
Oma Sirichuku. I love your name. Ready to spell?
Yes.
All right. Spell the word knockout.
Huh?
Knockout. 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 Spell the word knockout. Okay.
N-K-N-O-C-K space O-U-T.
Beautiful. Spell the word muzzle. Muzzle in the body.
M-U-S-C-L-E. M-U-S-C-L-E.
Beautiful. Spell the word night. Not night as in day and night. Night as in a shining knight armor. You know, the soldier kind of knight.
K-N-I-F-E.
Again?
K-N-I-F-E.
All right, my darling. You did so good, so I'll give you a round of applause again. But I think you missed a word or two words in the word night. So it's not K-N-I-N-T, it's K-N-I-G-H-T. Did you get that?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, my darling. You did amazing. Okay, let's get into the next segment of the show. I see all of your calls coming in. I appreciate you. All of you that called on the story for the quiz, I love you. And on this dial, Today 95.1 FM, we care about you. Appreciate you. But the time is running so fast and we have to wrap up exactly 8 a.m. So we have to get into the next segment, which is the fun fact segment. I did try to take a lot of calls, didn't I? I did.